tonight at 8 until 10 in Studio 6. Unfortunately, Grace and Gary, who are running the jam, have COVID in the house. And yesterday we decided to cancel the jam. And I'm really sorry about that. I'm very gutted by that. Tomorrow we will probably have Robert Minou, who is leading the Cotton Stands Collective, looking at the jam. I hope that some of you saw Sandy Amok today in the early morning performing the first garden address. She's doing a second performance around lunchtime between 1:45 and 2:15. And that performance you can encounter at the White Hart where you eat. There is a private lawn behind the big building, so you can find her there performing. We also have movement punctuations, Sandra Reeve and Keith Miller. It started at 6:30 this morning and it will carry through until 1 o'clock. Sandra and Keith are performing participatory interventions in and outside, so do keep an eye out to encounter them. I also want to point out to our exhibiting artists upstairs. So we have four lovely artists showing some work. We have wonderful Sam Hodge with Cold Tides. We have Rachel Mellows, and then we have Jessie McKay on the bottom floor, movement man and ecology student. And then we have Saintly Amok in the garden room later on today. So if you get a chance to speak to some of these artists, they would probably very much appreciate that. Our film program is going to, so it's going to be durational until 11 o'clock at night. So you can just walk in and out of our studio, well, of our small cinema in Sound Out Radio. A few important things for presenters. Whoever is presenting in one of the studios here, Studio 1, Studio 3, or Studio 6, it's really important that you arrive at least 15 minutes before your presentation with your USB stick, so that we can check all of the tech, and hopefully it doesn't take more than 15 minutes to check that through. For workshop leaders who are leading workshops, it's important that you get back on time so that presentations can start on time. And for workshop leaders, most of us are meeting to start the workshops in the lobby where you registered yesterday, just here on the bottom floor. So all workshops, apart from all workshops that are outside, will meet in the lobby with their workshop leaders, and together we will go to the different sites on the estate to do the workshop. And I want to say a few things just about safety. I hope as you all are doing your workshops, that you're keeping your own safe practice. You're looking after yourself first, and then you look after each other, and then you look after the space. We are trying to keep all rooms ventilated. There are hand sanitizers just to be COVID safe. And what I would suggest, if anyone experiences any symptoms, get in touch with us, with me. We have tests in our hub. You can stay in your room or ask for a test, and then we go from there. I also want to give you 2 telephone numbers in case you need them. And I apologize that I didn't give them to you yesterday. So if you have a pen, that would be lovely. And we'll put them up as well in our hub. So the first telephone number is mine. So if there is any problem at your workshop and you're down by the river or you're up in the garden, there is any issue with a participant, then you call me and we will sort it out. My telephone number is 075 31616 398. That's 075 31616 398. I would like to give you the securities number. Security is on site all night long. So if you have any issues during the night, you can call our really nice security man or woman. His name or her, his number or her number is 078 664 11244. Two more items and then I'm done. Thanks for bearing with me. One of the items is workshop signups. We intentionally structured things so that workshops take 10 participants, just so that everyone can spread out on all of the many things that are happening at the same time. So what I would like to ask you, there will be lots of changes. People cannot doing workshops. You can strike through your name. Other people can take their place on the workshop sign-up sheets outside. What I would like you to respect is that workshops can take 10 and 12 participants maximum. There are some workshops that take only 6. So please be mindful of that. And if you have a question, just ask us. And my last safety announcement is about ticks. So we are in summertime in Devon, and ticks are very much around. So I think if you're doing a workshop outside, I suggest you tuck in your trousers, you wear long sleeves, and you check yourself every evening. We will have a tick sheet in our hub that explains if you need to know how to remove them. If you have a tick in a few days' time from Dartington and you find a red ring around that tick bite, you will need to see a doctor about that. All right. It's not a very nice note to end on. I'm sorry. I also want to say one apology. Yesterday, wonderful Simon's workshop, we muddled up the end time. Simon was supposed to end in the studio, but unfortunately our building shut early and we muddled that up. But I still hope that you all had a really nice time on your workshops, and I hope you can get together at some point for your sharing. So 1:45, Simon's group can meet in the garden room for a sharing. Lovely. Right. I want to welcome Alyson Hallett, if she is here, for a short poetry reading before we begin with Peter. Alyson, can you come to the microphone so that the audience or the online audience can hear you? Yeah. So you're teaching at 9:30 in Studio 6. So you can make your way to Studio 6. It's already set up for you. And I believe everyone will find you who wants to be in your workshop. Yes. Everyone who is here for the 3 presentations of Peter, Laura, and Scott and Sabine and Gemma can stay in the studio. Thanks, everyone.
Good morning. Can you all hear me? Okay, I really wanted to be amongst you to do this, but I am here. So hello to the people online as well. It's very nice to be here. I'm going to go with an experiment. I'm in Dartington. I'm going to put myself on an edge and do something I never do, which is read something I wrote a few days ago. It's completely unfinished. And when I came in this morning, I was chatting with Sandra and said, why don't you do something while I read? Let's experiment together. And so we have a punctuation that's beginning already. And if you have any comments you want to bring me afterwards saying, oh my goodness, Alyson, that line was terrible. What was that doing in there? Or that one worked, then please do. This is an ongoing experiment between us all. It doesn't have a title, so maybe you'll find the title for me. The daisies and geraniums laughed to see me out on the rainy balcony, hands pumping up and down, as if there might be oil below I could siphon into my bones. The fire in my head, a speech I'll give to young women next week. Something about roots, about hitting the ground and seeing what bounces back. Know where your ancestors are buried, I said. Visit them with arms of carnations or grasses or stolen roses. I promise it will give you power. And then me laughing too, when I wonder what the old centuries of the poetry world will make of this ramble, this properly uncrafted spiel. And finally, me, not caring about them anymore. More important audiences now. You, the stones under my feet, the rock and roll of wind-blasted trees.